Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started.
Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 247, and I'm so glad that you're here today because we're talking about why starting and building a business is so hard. Today, we're just going to be real about it. Like, y'all, this is hard. Let's stop sugarcoating it. I am so sick of the marketing that's being thrown at all of us that you can become a bazillionaire and you can just put your feet up on the beach with a laptop and you're going to make $1 bazillion. It doesn't happen. That's not the truth. The truth is that it's very hard to build a business. We're going to talk about why it's hard so that you can say, okay, this is what it is, and you are able to move forward confidently and effectively and build this dream of yours because know that, yes, you can do it. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found this podcast. I have no doubt it's going to help you along your business journey, whether you're in the idea stage, whether you're starting or you're growing. You're in the right place, whether you're selling products, services, programs, coaching, consulting, whatever it is, that you are in the right place. And I'm just so happy you're here because I know that you have God-given gifts that can be used to make a difference in this world through your business in big and small ways. And I'm so glad you're here because I want to help you do that. Now, if you are new, first of all, know that there's things that I have for you. Yes, I call them party favors. They're basically resources for you as you start and build your business. I've got a whole bunch of them and they're free. Okay. Just like this podcast is free for you. I've got other printable resources that are going to help you. A 16-step checklist. If you're starting, I have an Ikigai guide. If you've never heard of Ikigai, it's a Japanese term that means reason for being. If you're trying to figure out your business purpose, check that guide out. I've got my ultimate list. I've got a spreadsheet of all the tools and apps and tech that I use and that I recommend over the years that I've been doing this, 20 something plus years. Yes, the technology has changed, but I do keep it up to date and I update it regularly. So it's a dynamic document. Make sure you get your hands on that. We'll actually get your eyeballs on it. So you can just easily click through to the tools that I recommend and it'll get you moving fast. So you don't have to spend umpteen hours trying to research everything. And I have a secret podcast that's available right now. It's probably going to be gone here very soon, but it's going to help you understand how you're going to make consistent sales once you do open your business. So make sure you check those out. I have a whole page list and you just pick and choose what you need and print it out. Maybe you want it all, get all of it. It doesn't matter. Grab it. And I want you to have it. So, and also to make sure with this podcast right now, like if you're an Apple Podcast, hit the plus button. There's like a follow, a plus, so that each week when I actually upload an episode, you'll get a notification in your podcast app that says, she's just getting started podcast, has a new episode. You don't want to miss out on any of the valuable information that I'm going to be sharing with you, okay, from here on out, because these things will massively help you and give you the confidence you need to build this dream of yours, okay? And if you've been listening a while, thank you so much to all of my loyal listeners. And speaking of that, if you've been listening a while, maybe even since the beginning, in 2019, and you've been listening and you're like, you know what? I've never left Kimberly a review. Would you be so kind to do that today? Or maybe you've just found this podcast and you listened to a few episodes and you're like, I love this podcast. It's helping me. Would you be so kind just to take a minute and leave a review? Now, you can do the easy button, which is just hit the 5-star rating. Okay. That's amazing. I appreciate that so much. That will take you 0.5 of a second and you just hit the 5 stars. Okay. You can do that. Or if you have 30 seconds or a minute to write a written review, that means the world to me. And I can't help but think that it helps Apple and Spotify and all the players out there realize that this is a valuable podcast and bump it up in the rating so more people can find it. So thank you all so much who have written reviews. I do read them periodically. Probably next time I'll be reading one. So you always have to listen up because at the beginning is when I do, and I may read your name and give you a shout out here live on the show. So anyways, thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello everyone. How are you? How is everything going? Y'all, I've had the craziest week. I just have to tell you what's been going on. My grow-getters know this. They know what's been happening. The darn Hurricane Beryl. Is that right, Beryl? I haven't even seen the news because we haven't had electricity. I'm like, oh, the hurricane, and our phones weren't even working. So no phones, no electricity. We did have water for this past week. So that was a plus because way back when we had, what was it, Hurricane Katrina? No, it was Hurricane Harvey. When we had Hurricane Harvey in 2016, we didn't have water for a little while, electricity, everything. So it was just so weird because there wasn't even that much rain. Have y'all been in like a hurricane or a tropical storm where it's mostly wind? We got rain, but it's not like we got massive flooding or anything. I mean, we didn't here outside of Houston, but massive wind, trees knocked down, and then it was sunny. And it's been sunny while we've had no electricity, no cell phone service hardly. We could walk to certain spots, like we'd have to walk like a mile past in our neighborhood. None of the stores were open because you couldn't pump gas either. You could not pump gas because those gas stations take electricity. Y'all don't realize how much we rely on electricity. It's insane. So, and of course, by last night, we decided, okay, we can't take this heat anymore because it is summer here in Houston and it's like 90 something degrees and we're frying in our house. We're like, okay, let's go to my sister-in-law's house. They had a generator. So we left. And then we got word like a couple hours later that, electricity came on. It's Murphy's Law, always. But we spent the night there and we just got back today. And my grow-getters know it's been crazy because I didn't know if I was going to have the training this week. And it looks like I am. So I'm so excited. Everything's just back on. It's like once the electricity comes on, life is back to normal. We have internet. And then it looks like my phone cell service is working much better as well. So hopefully the Verizon towers, I use Verizon, are all back. It's nuts though, y'all. I mean, just to think about all the chaos, but also thinking about, our businesses. Our businesses are run on electricity and internet and everything. And we take it for granted. Y'all, we take it for granted that right now you can run a business where you're local and you have electricity and you have internet, but you can also be running it online. You can have a website that reaches around the world and all this. And it's so fantastic and wonderful, but it relies on technology. So that is what we're dealing with today. But I'm so happy because I'm back at it. That's why this podcast episode is probably late by the time it gets launched because my editor does not live here and I've not been able to get Duncan my episode here because I've had no electricity all week. And I was gone for July 4th, the whole week before. So it's just been a big hullabaloo. So a lot of you know about this. Maybe you were affected. I hope all of you are safe and good. But today we're talking about why building a business is so hard. Y'all, can we just be real about this for a minute? Because here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of new business owners come in with the expectation that this is not going to be hard, that this is going to be easy, that you are going to make $1 million, that you're going to learn the latest tactic or strategy, and it's going to work because you've seen those tactics or strategies being used by others and they work. You've been marketed to, you've been in programs where they've been telling you, I'm going to teach you this one tactic. This is what made me $1 million. This is what got me 80 bazillion TikTok followers or Instagram followers. This is the way you do a reel. This is a great way to do your website. This is the great way to price. Y'all, I'm really frustrated. I'm frustrated because of the marketing that's being thrown at you and me. And I talk about this. So if you've been listening a while, I always talk about this because it's something that really irks me. That a lot of you are being fed this information that starting a business and building it is super easy, that you're just going to have clients, you're going to sit on the beach with your laptop, you're going to have that laptop life, you're going to be all over the world, you're just going to be making money. And I'm going to tell you the truth today that this is hard and why it's been also hard for me over the years. Now, I'm saying that, but at the same time, I can tell you it's been one of the most awesome experiences of my life, most fulfilling and rewarding. It's obviously made me money over all these years and helped me build a career that I'm passionate about. It's paid for vacations, college funds, everything for our family, not to mention my husband's salary is feeding into that too. But I have much more flexibility because I'm the one that's designated to be at home with the kids. And I've been able for the past 25 years to be home and to be raising my children and be present. Although business hasn't been easy all the time. So I think we just have to be real about it when you go into it. It's like when you want to adopt an animal or you want to have a child, right? We know this is going to be hard, but we also know in our heart and soul that we wouldn't want it any other way. Think about it. You would not want your life any other way without your animal or without your spouse, without your children, whatever it is that you have in your life. You may only have one or all of those things, right? But it's the same for your business. So if you're thinking about starting a business right now, know this. You would not have it any other way that you go on with life, for example, and don't start this business. Okay. You would be mad at yourself. You'd be kicking yourself. You're like, why didn't I try? Why didn't I just go for it? Why didn't I start small? Why didn't I do it in a way that could work for me right now? By the way, that's what I help all of you do so that you can start it in a way that works for you and fits into your current life, right? You don't have to make a gazillion dollars, or you can work to making a gazillion dollars, okay? I just want to free you from that because I think everyone gets so caught up in I have to make $1 million or I have to make this much amount of money. And I can tell you, you have a very successful business and make a living without making $1 million, okay? Or you can make $1 million and it'll be the greatest thing that ever happened to you, right? Because y'all are probably like, I want $1 million. I want to make $1 million, right? So today I just want to talk about it. I want to talk about these 5 things that I just kind of outlined here before I jumped on this and say, listen, it's hard and here's why this is hard. Now, again, y'all don't take this as I'm being negative, that this is some negative episode that you shouldn't start a business. No, you want to start a business or you are starting one now or you are building yours now. And maybe you've said, y'all, this is friggin' hard. This is hard. There's things that are difficult and it is. You wouldn't trade it. You wouldn't trade the difference that you've made for people. You wouldn't trade any of that. But you have to know what you're getting into, right? If you go buy a car today and get a car loan, you got to know like, dude, I've got a car loan now and then I've got to pay insurance. I've got to do registration every year. I've got oil changes. I've got tire, but you wouldn't trade it. You need the car. Right? So it's the same with your business. You're doing this. You're excited about it. This is what you feel called to do. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, y'all. Let's just lay that out on the table. If it doesn't work, that's okay. I have a previous episode on this that's about if your business doesn't work, it's not guaranteed to work. This may not work. And I'm being real. I don't want anyone thinking that we are all guaranteed. I'm not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed. No one is guaranteed, right? You've just got to be smart about what you're doing. Have something that people want to buy and keep doing it. Keep pushing forward, right? If you have something that people do not want to buy, it's going to be very hard to grow your business. Okay, I digress. But let's go into the 5 reasons why I think it's hard to start and build a business so that you know what you're dealing with and also so you can be rest assured that you're not the only one. Y'all, everyone struggles with these things that I'm about to mention. Everyone. When you realize this, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Everyone's struggling with this, okay? I think you will find the anomalies that, as I've said on other episodes, the new business owners that have come in with the greatest success have been doing what they're doing already for a long time, maybe working for another company, and they go out on their own. They already have a ton of contacts. They're already completely connected, and they're able to just transition people from the company they were buying for to now what they're doing. And y'all are doing it in a different way, and y'all are the ones who are successful. Those are the most successful out of the gate. They already have been doing this for a long time and they already have a massive network and they can easily transition people to buy from them instead. Those are the people that have the most massive success. Now, am I saying that other people don't have success? No, absolutely not. Other people do fantastic out of the gate. It just takes a while to get your rhythm, build the network, learn how to market, learn how to run your business, understand what product mix or service offerings to have. Like it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle that you're trying to figure out. So everyone know right now, no one is immune. It's like saying, I'm going to go through life without ever being sick or having an ailment or a broken toe or whatever. Now, I've never had a broken bone. Thank you, Lord, knock on wood. I just knocked. But you know what I'm saying? Just to think that you're going to go through this unscathed is completely unrealistic. And I want you to know the truth so that you go into this going, this is what I'm up against, and I'm going to do everything I can to prevent this from being a difficult journey. Okay? Okay, you ready? Okay, number 1, work-life balance. This is hard, y'all. This is hard. Work-life balance is hard for a lot of you. I know most of my listeners are women, and we have our unique set of challenges in that we may be a parent to children we're trying to raise, and maybe our husband is the breadwinner of the family, right? And we've agreed that either, we're going to work part-time. I mean, that was the agreement with my husband. I was like, okay, I'm raising the children at home. We both agree that We don't want me to have to be gone all the time and have the children in daycare. That was just the choice we were able to make. Luckily, we were fortunate enough to be able to do that. My husband's like, yeah, I'm just going to be busting my booty with my job, right? And he was doing great. So we were able to do that. But work-life balance is hard because when I had my children and when they were babies, when I was pregnant and trying to grow, it was very stressful because I would end up working late nights, weekends, holidays. I told y'all with my gift boutiques, I worked every year. This is for, 19 years total, but mainly 16 while they were online. Every year till Christmas Eve, we couldn't go anywhere before Christmas. I had to work till Christmas Eve noon. I cut it off at noon Christmas Eve. And you can bet the day after Christmas, I'm getting emails about stuff that maybe came wrong or something broke or USPS lost it or UPS lost it or didn't get delivered. It didn't have the gift note. I'm not saying we had a ton of errors. I'm just telling y'all that that's the reality. Like stuff is not going to go perfect, or people are trying to order now. Can I get it by New Year's? Can I get it to someone else? And they're still trying to order. So you're working. I worked when Ava, my youngest, was born. I was on the computer the day she was born. She was born, all that. It was all great. And then they had to take her out. And then I wasn't feeling good. And then I started feeling better and I had to get on my computer. That's the truth. I'm telling you the truth. It's hard. You don't get breaks all the time, depending on your business model, right? And it's hard to have a work-life balance. I remember my husband getting frustrated because I would work late at nights or on the weekends, or I'd be stressed out, or in the middle of the night, I was having to deal. Y'all, this was back in the day when you couldn't get like tech support here in the US really well for the website platforms that you were using. Some of them were not in the US. And so I had to wait and talk to these tech people on the other side of the planet, like up at 2 a.m. So I'd have to like get up in the middle of the night and be so stressed out because my website wasn't working. I was losing orders every hour and stuff was hard. It was hard and stressful, right? Now, this business that I have now as a coach, because of my life stage, and if y'all listen to the previous episode about season of life and how much that matters in your business, I'm at a different life stage. My kids are grown. We are in a much better financial situation. It's not as stressful for me. I'm being honest with you here. I'm not saying this to brag. Please don't y'all take this in any way. I've done my time. Y'all know I've put in the years. Okay. Put in the years and the Christmas Eves for 16 years in a row. I've done all of that. I'm at a life stage we all hope we are at. Right? That we can relax. We don't have to stress so much about the money. We can serve. We can work how we want. So I've structured my whole business so that I can travel, so that I can do things. It's not this constant, like I have to be up at 2 a.m. I've structured it intentionally. Okay. But work-life balance is hard. When you're in the throes of it and you're trying to kickstart your business and get everything rolling, it can be hard. So it's a huge challenge, and that's hard because you have kids, you have family, you're trying to figure out what to spend money on, what not. Like, do I do childcare? Do I stay home? So that's a challenge. That's what's hard about building a business, number one. Number two, it's money. Y'all, money is hard. The money that you have to come up with to start your business and get everything rolling, but also with the money you're making. You may not make a profit for a while. For example, before I was starting this business, if y'all have listened a while, I almost opened a facial spa in my area and it was going to cost $500,000. I was going to have to get a loan. And she said, probably 2 years before you start turning a profit. Hi, friends. I just had to jump in here really quick because so many of you have asked me what my credit card recommendations are. And I wanted to share it with you in a great promo that may help you out if you're starting your business or in the growth stage, and especially if you are strapped for cash right now or investing in things in your business. I have used Capital One for the past probably 20 years, I'm guessing, for my businesses and for my home. They have such great rewards and all that stuff, but I have to tell you about this promo that they have going on right now. And that is 15 months interest free. Are you hearing me? If you're trying to invest in things in your business right now, whether you're your website or maybe you're trying to hire someone to help you, whatever it is, y'all, 15 months interest free. Scroll down and click the link below. You also get a $200 bonus when you spend $500 in the first 90 days. Y'all, that's amazing. And they also have a no fee credit card. So you don't have to worry about like some type of annual fee. Also, they have like 3% cash back on certain things that you spend on in the month. So it's a total no-brainer to have 15 months interest free. Just think about that relief of stress that you could experience right now and things that you're trying to spend on, and to know that all you have to do is make a minimum payment each month. You don't have to, like, it's barely a minimum payment. Y'all, you don't have to pay it off for 15 months. It's amazing. Anyway, scroll down in the show notes and get your hands on it because I'm telling you, you will be so happy and have so much relief. Back to the episode. So money can be hard, right? Even this business, I was making money at the very beginning, but not very much at all because I had paid for coaching. I had gotten a logo design. I was paying for all this stuff and I just didn't have enough income yet, right? From coaching clients and all this stuff. So things were expensive. I was getting into training programs and all that stuff, right? I was buying equipment, but money is stressful and money is hard. And if you don't have a bazillion dollars already, then you're taking out of savings or you're using your monthly income. And I can see the stress on a lot of your faces when I do one-on-one coaching or when our calls, like money is hard. Some business owners will start their business. They're like, I still need a part-time job to supplement, and that's okay. Y'all, give yourself grace. If you need to have a part-time job or even a full-time job while you're starting this business, I think that's the best way to go about it. I think it's the least risky. And I think you can start small and test the waters and make sure this is actually what you want to do, right? And then you transition out into this business full-time. But I think in the beginning, to me, it makes most sense unless you have a full roster of people, like I said in the beginning, that want to buy and you've already been doing this a long time and you can just easily transition those people. Otherwise, it's be a little rocky. You're going to have to be able to float this for a while. So that's the truth. I want everyone to know that. You probably will not be making a lot of money out of the gate. It could be a year. It could be 2 years if you're a store, right? Or it could be 3 years. I don't know. It all depends on your business model and how you structure it. But please know that money is hard for everyone and it's stressful and it feels heavy. You just got to do things to be smart about it so it doesn't have to be so heavy, okay? So again, number 1 was work-life balance is hard. Number 2, money is difficult, always. Number 3, self-doubt. This is huge for many of you. Many of you that are listening, tell me you suffer from self-doubt. Do I have what it takes? Is this product or service good enough? Will people want to buy it? Or people think I'm stupid? Will my friends be like, what in the world is she doing? And why is she starting a business? Who does she think she is? She's not smart enough. She's not good enough. What? She doesn't know what she's doing. This is what you all tell me that you are thinking as you're starting and building your business. You're suffering from self-doubt and it will get you down. It will make you cry. It will make you sad. You will sit at your desk. You will talk to your husband. You will talk to your friends and you'll be like, I'm stressed out. I just don't even know if I can actually do this. This feels heavy. I don't have much time. I'm stressed about the money. And you just have this like culmination of massive self-doubt. And I want to tell you that this is normal. Almost every business owner I've talked to or worked with, people who have been in business longer than me, people who I've paid for to be coached by, people who have hired me to coach them, clients, listeners, everyone tells me at some point they suffer self-doubt. And know that that's okay. This is part of it. Did you think when you were adopting a dog or when you were buying a house or committing to a car or going to get pregnant or even choosing to get married that you didn't have an inkling of like, is this going to work? Can I actually do this? Y'all, my husband, by the way, side note, did this to me before we got married. He started getting nervous about getting married. I'm like, why are you all clammy and like being nervous? He's like, I don't know. I'm just nervous. We were engaged. And he was like, I'm nervous. And I saw that moment and I said, okay, well, I get it. This is scary if we sit here and dwell on this, that like we're committing to our whole life. It's super scary. Y'all, that's super scary, right? Getting married. Because you're betting on that person. You're betting that they're going to be who you're marrying today, right? And even better. You're not betting that they're going to be worse. They're going to be better. We all do it. And it's the same with your business, right? And my husband got over it pretty quick. He just needed like a few days of like, I'm freaked out. I'm actually getting married. What am I doing? And it's okay. I went through that too, but I think I went through that more when I was dating. Like, do I even want to date this person? Because as I got older, I wouldn't date unless I thought this could be someone I would marry. And so that's what you're doing with your business. You're realizing that you do have self-doubt and you give yourself that moment. If you're in Grow Getters, you can talk to us about it. If you're in Grow Getters, you can put it in the Facebook group. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the doubts you're having and get this sorted so you don't have to suffer this any longer. Okay? But it's there. Everyone goes to it. So number 1, again, was work-life balance. 2 is money. 3 is self-doubt. Number 4 is lack of business skills. A lot of you are like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I've been a nurse. I've been a teacher. I've been doing something else. I have never run a business. I didn't go to business school. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to market. I don't know what I'm doing with the website. I don't know. I don't understand the tech side. I just want to sell my stuff, right? This is what you all tell me. And I want you to know that that's okay. That lack of business skills is not what's going to hurt you. It's a lack of not having something that people want to buy. If you have something people want to buy and you have the drive to be a good business owner, right? You can get in like Grow Getters, where this is what we do, help you become that business owner that actually knows what she's doing. She's confident and she's growing her business, right? So get in here, surround yourself with people who are going through it too, and learn from those who have gone before you. That's what you're doing right now, which I'm so proud of you. I think it's amazing. You should be learning from people who've gone and listen, by the way, to many people who've gone before you. I'm not the end all be all, right? I have my own perspective and the way that I built successful businesses. And I think you can glean insights from all kinds of business owners. I highly suggest you have mentors in your life. Maybe pick 1 or 2 coaches that you really believe in. I think if you have too many coaches like me, you're going to get totally confused, right? Because we're going to have different maybe views on things, and it's going to get you just confused. And I think you have to pick a lane, right? So I think 1 or 2 good coaches right in your back pocket is great. And then maybe other mentors in life that know you and can help you. So your business skills can be developed. So let's just not even worry about business skills. I want to take that one off the table because I think those can be learned, right? Those can be learned. You can do that. But having a good product or service that people want to buy is the most important thing. Business skills will come. When you surround yourself with the right people, business skills will come. You will learn lessons from failures and from wins in your business, and you will become a really smart business owner. You will become that after going through this. I promise you. It's just like when I was training for a half marathon. I've never been a runner. I'm always like a power walker all the time, even when I'm shopping or doing anything. I'm always power walking. People are constantly telling me to slow down. Anyways, when I decided to do a half marathon years ago, people were like, oh, so you're a runner. You're a runner. And they kept calling me a runner. And I'm like, I'm not really a runner. I'm just someone who's like an imposter. I'm a power walker and I'm showing up in this. But then I realized I kind of am a runner. Like they're like, well, how often do you run? And I'm like, oh, I was running, 4 days a week or running miles on the weekends. They're like, you're a runner. And I'm like, wait, what? Right? So think about it with your business. You're going to become good at running your business. Your business skills are going to be sharpened. You're going to be good at it. You may not think of yourself as that, but going through the motion and doing the process, you will become that. Okay. So let's take business skills kind of off the table because I truly believe that over time you will develop them, you will learn them, you're getting thrown to the fire and you will get better and better at it. Okay. And let's go through the 4 and to the 5th one. Work-life balance was number 1, why business is hard. Money is difficult always. Self-doubt gets in the way all the time. Lack of business skills. And number 5 is knowing how to network and market your business. Y'all, this is the biggest one that people freak out about after they get their wonderful business open. I see it all the time. I've suffered it too. It's so hard. It's the plight of every business owner. We have to keep marketing our business because most likely people are not just automatically coming. Okay. We have to always be putting ourselves out there in some way that feels in alignment with who we are and that also brings clients in. So if you're in Grow Getters, I say this all the time. It's got to be fun for you to put yourself out there and market. And number 2, it's got to work to bring in paying clients. Like that's it right there. Those 2. This is a huge challenge, y'all. This is hard. Marketing is hard. Let's quit saying that it's easy. Let's quit believing every tactic and strategy. It really comes down to, I truly believe this, y'all, a personalized strategy that works for you and your business. It has to feel right to you. That's what we do in Grow Getters. I give you the system for how you're going to market and put yourself out there and what you're going to do and say, but you are going to craft it and I can help you into a way that feels fun for you and actually brings in clients. That's what we do. That's the only way you're going to keep your business growing and growing and growing. Okay? You can't just sit around and expect people to come. They don't. I'm telling you, this is the hardest thing for new business owners is imperative. If you're going to get help with your business, it's on how to gain the confidence and the smarts to get out there and promote your business and learn a strategy and create one and craft one that works for you and brings in clients. Because if I tell you right now to go put yourself out there in a way, but if you don't like networking, and I'm like, you have to be at networking events 5 times a week, and you have to go do this, and you got to meet new people and be passing out your cards and trying to, get their numbers and you'd be like, gross, I'm going to vomit. I don't want to do that. Whereas some people may say, yes, I like that. Some of you, I may say, you need to start, I think you would be great on YouTube. You should do a YouTube channel, or maybe you should start this or that. Some people would vomit. Other people would say, that's what I want to do. That's what I help you do in Grow Getters. It's a customized approach to how you're going to grow your business. This is not one size fits all. Your business is not one size fits all. Your life is not one size fits all. None of this is one size fits all. It has to be customized to you. And that's the biggest part of the problem. Half of the problem is y'all are trying to force yourself to put yourself out there in ways that are not in alignment with you and don't work to bring in clients. So know that marketing and networking and all of this is so hard, but there is a way to get past it. And that's by taking a customized, personalized approach to it and really crafting a plan that will work for you. So I invite you today to check out Grow Getters. If you have not, grow-getters.com, get on the wait list if it's not open. I would love to have you in, welcome you in, and let's get your business growing in a way that's fun for you and actually brings in clients, right? So again, y'all, building a business is so freaking hard. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. And I'm not even going to lie. It's been hard for me over the years, but you just keep experimenting, you keep testing, and you find your way. You find your way. It works, but let's not sugarcoat this, and do not let yourself be listening to all the marketing out there that says this is easy. Like, just do this and it's easy, because most of the time it's not, because it may not fit you. You've got to apply these things and see how you can form them in a way that works for you and that your business is fun and you love it and it's exhilarating and rewarding. So that's it. Y'all are amazing. Again, you can check out Grow Getters at grow-getters.com. And I have other programs too. I have a podcasting boot camp to help you. I have a whole training on how to start your business and a whole strategy so that it's simple and fun and you don't waste your time doing stuff you don't need to be doing right now. So that's it. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.
Well, hello, friends. Real quick, before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal. I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it'd be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream. And I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's 2 ways you can give me your answers. Number 1, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number 2, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news. What would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you? So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode.